Do you realize that our microphones are being powered by solar energy right now? This stuff really works. It works well in Oregon. We have a good environment for solar.
Well, this is a great way to celebrate Earth Day. Oregon is the first state in the nation to install solar on their state capital. And the PGE customers who have paid a few extra dollars a month, including myself, I might add, to access renewable energy, have financed this project and can certainly share in taking credit for the environmental benefits. There's going to be about 900 square feet of solar panels on the building, and on an annual basis that will generate 3 times enough power to light our gold man up here, or about enough to power 2 energy efficient homes.
Full sunshine, it'll put out 140 watts every hour, so to speak. Right. And around, I'm from Bend, that's where my company's from, so Bend, Oregon, we're getting right now about 6 hours a day on average of sunshine. And here you're probably getting around 4 or 5 per hour on average. But let's say it's August, beautiful sunny days every day. This will be probably putting out 140 watts on 8 hours. Solid. So 8,500 watts times 8 puts you at about 10 kW, 10 kilowatts. So when you're billed on your electric bill, you're billed for 1 kilowatt per hour. And this panel will put out about a kilowatt on a day. Every one of these panels will put out about a kilowatt.
We have been offering green power to our customers since the year 2000. And we've been talking with a number of folks out there because we're always interested in finding ways of making the renewable power that people buy tangible. Currently we use wind turbines that are located in near Hermiston, Oregon. Oftentimes people don't get to see those. So we've been talking about ways that we can kind of make renewable power more visible. So we've been looking at the potentials for putting in a solar project somewhere in an area where people would a lot of people would get to see it and could learn more about solar energy. The significance is that we show our customers that renewable power is real. They don't have to take our word that they're getting power from wind turbines. They can actually go down to Salem and visit the state capitol and see where their money has gone and how renewable power can power things like the state capitol. It's a brand new world of energy choices out there, and we're very pleased to present this opportunity for customers to participate in building more renewables. I think we've been able to highlight the use of PV systems in Oregon. Many times people, especially in the Willamette Valley, had assumed that Oregon was too rainy and too cloudy to be an area where you could profitably use PV panels. But what's happening is that, in truth, we're well above average for, if you look at the country solar radiation index, we're well above average, and we're about 70% of many of the more sunny parts of the country. So that gives us the opportunity to show that PV panels can supply power reliably to customers most days of the year, and that they can reduce the environmental footprint of their power choices.
Voltage. Check down there.
There's 408.2.
I think it's fair to say that Oregon has always been a pioneer in renewable energy, including solar. As you know, we've passed legislation to extend the residential solar energy credit. Our utilities are now offering green power. And the Oregon Office of Energy, through their tax credit and low interest loan program, supports wind, solar, biomass, hydrogen, and a whole host of other energy sources. We already have 500 homes and cabins in this state that are powered exclusively by solar energy. And Oregon has the 3rd largest solar energy industry association in the nation on a per capita basis. So we've got a lot to be proud of. And I want to thank everyone who's helped bring this to fruition here. I look forward to working with you in the months and years ahead to make sure that Oregon continues to be a national and indeed a world leader in renewable energy and sustainable energy sources. Thank you.
The biggest logistical problems were bringing the crane over and bringing up a couple tons of solar electric panels. These came in, there's exactly 60 solar panels here, and they came in about 6 pallets of weight. And then we added all the ballast, these concrete pavers, at about 25 pounds each. We had 16 pallets of those brought up, and then they were dispersed around the room immediately. Logistically, we had about a dozen solar volunteers from the Oregon Solar Energies Industries Association, all helping with different aspects of the installation. First day, we were estimating that we were going to get everything up by about 2 o'clock. We ended up finished about 10:15 getting all the equipment up here. And we got everything up a little early because a few of us had lugged about the first row here up the stairwells and up the elevators to make sure that we got a good jump on the morning. And everything went very smoothly the first morning.
PGE has recognized the desire and the willingness of a large segment of Oregonians to pay a little more for their power if it means encouraging renewable alternative energy sources like solar and wind. These Oregonians are also proud to support cutting-edge projects like the one we are dedicating today. So let the sun shine in. What a better use for sun's energy than to light the Gold Pioneer, a symbol of Oregon's pioneering spirit. Congratulations.
140 watts times 60 solar panels gives us 8,400 watts of solar electricity. Approximately, just to get an idea of how it works, every hour in full sunlight today is a beautiful day for solar electricity. It's clean and it's cool and it's crisp. The nature of these solar electric panels is they work more efficiently when it's cooler out. Unlike solar water heating, where the hotter it is, you get more hot water. On these, the hotter it is, the less output you get. But a day like today, which is nice and cool, nice wind going across, keeping it cool, they'll maximize the output. So 140 watts, we'll probably get 140 watts out of these things every hour today, times all these solar panels, which are fed right into the utility grid. And it's sort of like water. As the city water comes down, the next house uses that water, the next house uses the next water. On these, we're doing it in reverse. We're actually sending water, electricity into the utility lines, and then it goes down the line, and the next building uses it, and the next building uses it. All clean green electrons, all the way down.
They're going to create 4 times as much energy we need to take care of the dome. The rest is going to go into the grid. So it seems to me that if this few panels can do it, a few more panels around here, we can light up this whole place, heat this whole place. And in doing so, we're being very much of what we are as Oregonians. So, Oregon, my Oregon, it's a good day. We're being good to Mother Nature, and Mother Nature's being good to us. Thank you.
These are crystal solar panels. A lot of them, there's 3 types of solar electric panels in the industry. There's an amorphous panel, which is a brown surface. Then there's a multi-crystalline, which are these just broken up on a smooth surface on the whole solar electric panel. These are called single crystal solar panels. They're the cream of the crop. They're the most efficient per millimeter, per inch of cell. These are the most efficient that you could possibly buy. So your solar panel is slightly smaller than it would be if it was a multi-crystalline panel, slightly smaller if it was an amorphous solar panel. So we're maximizing roof space by using a single crystal cell.
A portion of each Clean Wind customer's monthly bill goes toward funding new renewable projects like this one. As a result, PGE and its customers have an ongoing commitment to environmentally desirable projects like this. This is PGE's biggest solar project to date, and we're proud to help create the first solar-powered Capitol building in the United States, ahead of states with a lot more sunshine.
So we're maximizing roof space by using a single crystal cell. Single crystal also does do really well in cloudy weather, we found out. So on this side of the Cascades, this is a great choice. Top of the Capitol building. Cloudy weather, these will produce real good electricity. One thing that's really nice to understand is a 12-volt solar panel is usually used. These are higher voltage, but When you're charging a 12-volt battery, you usually charge at like 14 volts, a little higher pressure to push the energy into the battery. Here there's no battery, but we use higher pressure to push the electricity into the utility grid. It won't reverse back this way, because these are all electrically connected to the utility grid. These are a higher pressure that they'll be pushing right into the utility lines. The inverter that's down below is also very, very safe for the linemen on the lines. So for example, if all of Salem goes down, no electricity, and it's a bright sunny day, the inverter will sense that and shut off the charge of the electricity back to the grid. That way, if an lineman's down on a line trying to fix a line, we don't have 600 volts of electricity that he was not aware of, he or she was not aware of. So all the safety factors are taken into account. The solar industry has really grown up. The solar electric industry has really grown up in the last 5 years. We now have our own renewable energy technicians license in the state of Oregon. Everyone's thoroughly trained.
You know, Oregon has had a long history of taking the lead on environmental stewardship and sustainable development. This project at the state capitol is just another first and is an example for the rest of the nation, I think, in terms of environmental stewardship and sustainable development. Recently, Siemens Solar was acquired by Shell. Shell Renewables has committed to spend up to $1 billion to further develop renewable technologies such as wind and solar. This project at the state capitol also demonstrates the ability of industry, government, private sector to work closely to bring new technologies to the market.
I think the solar industry learned a lot from the 70 Carter days, where a lot of solar water heaters went in, albeit it was sort of a government-private cooperation to bring out new technologies. But there was a lot of solar water heaters out there that looked bad on roofs and didn't function properly. This time around, we've all learned from that experience, and everyone's trained. All the product is UL listed. This is all National Electrical Code compliant, UL listed.
So Oregon is very strong in solar. We are a pioneer state. We have pioneers in leadership on down to little kids in schools that are pioneers. And it's so fitting that this Oregon Pioneer Project is a salute to all of them.